where we cover some lost media. All of our information comes from the Lost Media Wiki. I'll have a link to that in the description below. Today, we're talking about the Food Fight 2002 pre-hard drive version. Now, of course, there was a crappy movie in 2012 that released called Food Fight, which was time because it was slated for a 2003 Christmas release. However, hard drives that contained the film's progress were stolen out of thin air in one night. How did this happen? Well, no one knows because probably there was no surveillance, and if there was, it's never been released. So let's go through the history of the film. Concept for the lost early version of the film materialized in 1999 from Lawrence Kasanoff, sorry if I butchered your name, and Joshua Wexler at the time, an employee of Threshold. A $25 million grant was issued on behalf of a Korean capital firm at the request of Wexler, and an additional $50 million was expected through various product placement and pre-sale market hype for the film. With cash in hand, development of the film began in 2002. CGI and voiceover work took place at Threshold's Santa Monica, California studio. However, the film reached an impasse in development in December of 2002. Hard drives containing the film's progress were reportedly stolen, leading to the entire film having to be made over again from scratch. As the majority of the budget was already spent on licensing products, mascots, actors, and production, it was given a new live-action take and was produced on a very restricted budget, using insufficient software on its heavily delayed release in 2012. The movie received negative reviews, as I said before, with most criticism directly towards the abysmal CGI animation. Critics described the movie as stiff, jerky, lifeless, and unfinished, in addition to noting other problems like uncomfortable sexualization and a terrible script. The pre-theft version was a hopeful production that was expected to showcase the uniqueness and ability of Threshold Animation Studios. Critics and investors were initially so confident in the film that some of them actually called Threshold the next generation Pixar. Now, they could have had success with this movie, but sadly, it was taken out of thin air. That sucks. Next, we'll talk about discoveries of the original version. It's unknown whether Food Fight could have somewhat lived up to the hype surrounding its original production. The early progress on the film may have been salvageable, currently resides on the hard drives that to this day are still lost. It's estimated that there may be around 60% of the completed film in existence. The few things that are available from the early version of Food Fight include an early trailer with significantly better animation than the version released in 2012, displaying the various merchandise to promote the film. Now, I'm going to show you the original Food Fight trailer. Here it is, guys. This is what Food Fight could have been. And so concludes Lost Media Friday. It's still weird to see how Food Fight could have been a great movie, but then turned to be a piece of crap when all the hard drives containing the best parts of the film were stolen. That really, really sucks. Like, something you worked really, really hard for just goes away because of some idiot who may have been jealous, or I'm not sure. It could have been anything. Just people who stole it just because they wanted to. I mean, that's how it sometimes works. But yeah, that's essentially Food Fight for Lost Media Friday. If you want to read more about Food Fight pre-2002 deaf version, you can go check out the Lost Media Wiki article down here in the description. Well, I pretty much just read the whole thing to you, but that's okay. If you wanted to see the whole thing, just go down in the description below. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe for more.